for that. Hello, friends. I am Chevee. Welcome to my shed. How are you today? How is life in your world? It is Friday, and today's episode, this is the 660th episode of this show. No, 660th episode. That's crazy. You know, when we started, all those years ago, many years ago now, I was originally breaking the show up into, well, I still am, 60 episode segments. Basically, Google or YouTube doesn't like to have like huge, long show lists. So I made a list, and I decided that 60 was going to be my season, right? And I did that for, I don't know, I did a bunch of research on like important numbers and their names, and there was a whole reason why 60 was an important number, and I've completely forgotten what any of that means. I believe they were called a shkok at the beginning, or a shock, which is a Germanic name for 60, like a grouping of 60, almost like saying a dozen or whatever. Not a real number, but it means 60. So in theory, that means we just closed out the 11th season of this show, or whatever. And that it was long ago. Like, when we did the first one and I closed out 60 episodes, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I did 60 of these things. Like, I've never done 60 of anything in my life. I've never had it drive enough to stick with anything that long. And today we're closing 660. And I've done more videos than just the 660. There's probably another couple of dozen videos that I've done throughout the 2 years or 3 years that this has been going on that aren't a part of the official count of the show. And I don't even know how I got here, I know why I keep going. I was about to say I don't know why I keep going. I know how I got here, but I can't believe. Well, I have a hard time understanding that I've sat down at this desk or whatever this is 660 times and said hello to you and introduced you to my day and talked about whatever was going on in my head, and you kept coming back and you kept commenting and you kept saying things and kept encouraging me to go and continue, even though, in the big scheme of things, in the big YouTube scheme of things, it's not a success by any stretch of the imagination, but it's been tremendously successful for me, and that's what I did this for. I don't care. It's why I keep doing it. It's become such a normal part of my daily routine, like almost like the Big Brother house where you sit down and you give your diary each day or whatever, and it's not a burden at all, and it's amazing. And I would not be at this point, 660 of these, without the encouragement of everybody who's ever watched. And there's been a long list of people who have come and gone as viewers, as regular viewers of the show. And there's some of you that I know have probably seen all 660 episodes, and that blows my mind. But just the fact that I get these messages that are just like, dude, I really like what you're doing. Please keep doing it. And I've gotten a steady stream of those over the last 2.5 years that have encouraged me to keep going, and that's the reason why I've kept going. I could have given up many times because it's, it takes time out of my day. I probably spend... I've got it down to about a half an hour now, total, from me sitting down, shooting, editing, uploading, maybe 45 minutes. Well, max, it takes me an hour. And that's if I'm putting graphics and stuff in that I have to do, or editing the video at all. And that's, to me, that's a half hour or 45 minutes of meditation every day. And I do it in front of a camera out loud, which I guess is the biggest difference. And I can't thank you enough for continuing to encourage me to do this. It really it blows my mind. I was watching a PewDiePie video the other day, and he was talking about being on the platform since 2010 and how things have changed and since that time, and people come and go, and very few people have stuck with it. And I realized that the first video I uploaded to this channel, the only successful video that's ever existed on this channel, was uploaded in 2012. So 6.5 years ago was the first video I uploaded here. And so really, I've been with YouTube for 6.5 years. Not really, but I really, that's pretty cool. I'm pretty proud of that. And I continue, I perceive myself continuing into perpetuity. Some things need to change. Some things are going to change. I've said that 1,000 times and I've never done it, but it's going to happen. I'm getting to that point now that the medication is almost out of my system. By the way, this has been 2 weeks now without it, with no dose of Lexapro at all. Things are going to change. I'm getting creative energy again, and I'm feeling it, and I've got ideas, and I'm ready to do it. I just have to do a few things first, like clean this freaking table up. This is something, I'm just going to show it to you. You don't get to see this every day. You see the edge of this table, and this is like some shelf liner, and you see my microphone and my cup. But what you don't see is this is what's directly between me and you every single day. And it's what is this stuff? Why is this microphone here? I don't know how long this has been here. It's been here for a while, since the last project I worked on. This is another microphone. This is a microphone I've used to play harmonica on. Oil filter. By the way, don't ever. Fram sucks. Lights, screwdriver kits. I don't know why I have a piece of foam with a drill bit in it. This is what my table looks like every time I go to start a new project. Oh, by the way, there's Keely's Halloween costume for anybody who wanted to see it. This is what my table looks like every time I want to start a new project, and I have to clean it before I can start my new project. And so that needs to happen. I have a few little tiny woodworking projects that I want to tackle very, very soon. And a couple of them are needed to do a video project that I want to do. So I have a feeling that I might spend some time in here this weekend and do some stuff. So if I do that, I hope to turn the camera on and share it with you, because I know that there are some of you who still like that content. So I'll keep it up. But thank you for coming back, and thank you for making me a part of your day and commenting, encouraging me to continue doing this silly little thing that I do. I really appreciate it very much. I appreciate all of you. Everybody who's ever watched a single one of my videos, I appreciate. It means so much to me. I hope to do another 660 of these or more. We'll see. I don't know. Thank you for being here. I'll see you on Monday.
Hey, Doc, wait! I want to ask you something.
Today's random fact comes from French's.com. Where did the name Worcestershire sauce come from? Despite its name, Worcestershire sauce was originally an Indian recipe brought back to Britain by Lord Marcus Sandys, ex-governor of Bengal. One day in 1835, Sandys appeared in a prospering chemist's emporium in Worcestershire, England, and asked the chemist to create a batch of sauce from his recipe. Today's random fact comes from... I don't know what a fact is. I'm not saying that out. This isn't a frequently asked question. I'm an idiot. Today's random fact comes from... fact.